Tim Lathe, the president and CEO of First Bank, joins us on KMOX. An exciting day today, really a culmination of a lot of hard work by First Bank, their employees, friends as well, and some exciting stuff going on. He takes a few minutes here to join us on KMOX. Tim, how are you, my friend?
Doing great, Chris. Thanks very much for having me.
Well, thanks for joining us. An exciting day as First Bank is helping local families with holiday donations, payment of their utility bills. First Bank adopted 45 St. Louis area families through partnerships with nonprofits and, again, providing families with key assistance and support while helping them throughout the holidays. Tim, congratulations on everything. Tell us a little bit about the program and, why it's so important to help families here in our community.
It is important to us, Chris, and thanks for asking. Really giving back to the communities that we serve has long been a part of our First Bank mission. And our goal, of course, is to help make a difference in the lives of generation after generation. So these communities, and specifically here in St. Louis, our greater St. Louis community, continues to grow and to thrive. And so all of our employees came together really across the company, not only here in St. Louis, but in Illinois and out in California as well. And we adopted over 130 families, and here in St. Louis, 7 of those families were part of the Greater St. Louis United Way's 100 Neediest families. And we're really proud to partner with the United Way here in St. Louis and in our other markets as well, and really assisting them to achieve their mission of helping people to live their best lives. And as you said, this was a culmination of a lot of work. Our roughly 1,200 employees across the footprint really coming together at a really special time of year.
How special is it, Tim, that your employees were donating from their own pockets to help this cause? The fact that everyone's on board, everyone's willing to give back, and everyone's willing to give back to families in our own community that might not have as much as we do, that must be really special to you and to the company.
Very much so, and it really, as I said earlier, it really aligns with our mission and our vision and our values, and we just think it's a wonderful opportunity to support and sustain those families and those communities that have supported and sustained First Bank for literally over 106 years.
Tim Lathe is with us. Tell us about some of what you guys collected. I know you were collecting toys, household goods. I love that. And especially around the holidays, folks in this community, especially, Tim, seem so generous with their time, with their money, to drop stuff off. What was it like to collect donations? And I imagine it was probably a little overwhelming for you guys.
It was overwhelming for us, Chris, but obviously incredibly gratifying as well. But as you said, it really was a broad gamut of things that these families need this time of year, and really all year, but particularly around Christmas. Toys were certainly a very, very big part of what we collected. You know, everything from stocking stuffers to bicycles, many bicycles. But beyond that, for the families as well, monetary donations from our employees as well that went to pay rent, utility bills, to ensure that these families have got shelter and heat now that the winter weather has turned very, very cold.
Yeah.
And also ensuring that they have a nice holiday meal, quite frankly. So it really is the full gamut.
Yeah, I meant overwhelming in a good way because it starts small. You don't really know what to expect, I'm sure. And then all of a sudden, I'm sure your collection areas were overflowing.
They were. I mean, it's fun to go into, all of our branches were in on this, and I visit branches on a continuing basis, and to walk in the lobby and really see them spilling over with toys and gifts and so forth of these families was, in fact, overwhelming in a very, very positive way.
Tim Lathe from First Bank with us for another moment. Tim, unfortunately, last night the Blues did not score first, but part of my pregame show each and every game is letting folks know that when the Blues score first, First Bank donates $105 to the Greater St. Louis Honor Flight Program. What an incredible program that ensures local World War II veterans get to go and see the National World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C. How important for you guys to give back to veterans in this community as well? Again, all about community. And what's the partnership been like with the Blues, Tim?
Well, thanks for asking, Chris. It's been terrific. The Blues are a first-class organization. We couldn't be more proud. As they say, you're known by the company you keep, and we're very, very proud to be in the company of the Blues with the Honor Flight. I'll tell you, there's just nothing like meeting these World War II veterans after they take their Honor Flight to Washington and back. And, they just tell you that, that was part of their job. That's what they signed up for, and but they were doing incredible things. As you know, we call them the greatest generation for a reason. They are really phenomenal individuals, and we get much more out of it than we give them, believe me.
Tim Lathe from First Bank. Tim, again, congratulations on everything that you guys were able to do, helping local families with holiday donations, the payment of their utility bills. Just so cool, and I know something that everyone in St. Louis takes a lot of pride in. You guys are so committed to the community. We all appreciate that. Thank you, Tim, and happy holidays to you guys and everyone at First Bank.
Chris, to you as well, and thanks so much for having me today.